Let's get busy in the Word. Are you excited about the Word today? Yes. I always like that. Let's go with the Word. Revelation, chapter 13. Now, the reason I wanted to give you all that about good news is because if you say Revelation, everybody's heart races just a little bit. People get excited. Like, uh-oh, here it comes. We're in the end of the times, and so we're going to go to the end of the book. And it kind of logically makes sense for people. If you go to the end of the book, you must be at the end of the world. One of the things I'd like to start with today before I even read from Revelation is I'd like to let you know that Revelation is not the unveiling of the end of the world. Revelation, we have taken it to be the apocalypse, meaning when bad stuff happens and a lot of people die. That's our definition of apocalypse. But apocalypse is a Greek word that means unveiling. It's to pull the curtain up on some information. It's from the Greek word apokalypsis. And it's where we derive the word revelation. In truth, the revelation is not the revelation of events. It's the revelation of Jesus Christ. And since revelation means unveiling, guess what the book's about? Actually, let me rephrase that. Guess who the book is about? Revelation is not a what is to come book. Revelation is a who we have, who has come, is come, shall come. Jesus opens the book by saying, I am he who was, I am he who is, I am he who ever shall be. What's that mean? I've unveiled myself in the Old Testament. I've unveiled myself to you in the Gospels. I want to unveil myself to you across time. Regardless of what culture, what race, what language, what generation, you can read the book of Revelation and not look for how the world will end. You can read the book of Revelation and look at how Jesus responds to the world. Whether it's Jesus responding to empire, Jesus responding to sin in His church, Jesus responding to a world gone haywire. It's not how this all comes down, it's how this all comes together in Christ. The image we get of Jesus in the opening frames of Revelation 1 is a lamb as if He had been slain, which tells me that Jesus is not some post-dead sheep in heaven dripping blood all over the floors of heaven, but that's an allegory for when you look at Jesus, you are looking at a man who wins through what looked like a defeat at the cross. Christ becomes victor by first becoming victim. And He lays that out as the way discipleship works. How do you win? You win by going first to the cross. You experience the death of the cross and the resurrection of who He is, and then you live your life through that. You don't experience victory by getting stronger and overcoming this and beating up on that and memorizing this, but by seeing a lamb that was slain. Revelation 13:8 says, all who dwell on the earth will worship Him, whose names have not been written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. And the him, as the object of verse 8, is talking about the beast that comes up out of the sea in Revelation 13. Following this story, we're going to have a beast that comes up out of the earth. The beast that comes up out of the earth is going to demand that 666. This is that famous mark of the beast. And what we've done is we've put the Antichrist into this chapter, although, spoiler alert, the word Antichrist never shows up in the book of Revelation. That is a spirit that is alive and well in the world, not a person that's coming on the world scene. But in the book of Revelation, we're meeting a character who comes up out of the elements of the earth, the sea and the land, to oppose the people of God, namely, according to the 12th chapter, those who are in Christ. How many of you are in Christ today? Amen. All right, then you are the object. Not a future generation, not a past generation only, but you are the object of whatever comes out of the system of this world, whatever comes up out of the sea, whatever comes up out of the land. And I hope you realize that the book of Revelation is not trying to prophesy of a day when an amphibious creature will come up out of the ocean to attack the earth or will come up out of the ground to attack the earth. But we're dealing with a cosmic war in Revelation 12 and 13. We are dealing with a spiritual battle because here is your pretext. In Revelation chapter 12, a woman gets pregnant and has a child. And rightfully, the text capitalizes the C on child. Because the translators recognize we're not just dealing with any baby. This is a baby that, according to the text, ascends up to God in the heavens. Looks an awful lot like Jesus in Revelation chapter 12. And then the powers that be come after the womb. They come after the woman. They come after that which brought forth the child that everybody had been waiting for. And then something remarkable happens at the end of Revelation 12. a dragon steps up and spews out a flood of water to destroy the woman, to try and kill her. And the earth opens and swallows up the water and saves the woman from disaster. And this infuriates the earth to the point that a beast comes up out of the sea and a beast comes up out of the earth to make war on the children of God. And the earth turns to worship that thing which comes up out of the sea. Everyone that worships him are those whose names have not been written in the book of life of the Lamb. And it's the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. So Revelation 13 is identifying that which stands in opposition to the powers that be. The powers that come up out of the systems of this world, what's opposing them? Those whose names have been written in the book of life. And what's that book of life all about? Not some cosmic book up in the heavens that God keeps unfolding and turning massive pages on every Sunday and writing names in blood. No, this is a book of the life of the Lamb who has been slain. And this is a fascinating phrase at the end of verse 8. When was he slain? We might say, well, he was killed somewhere around AD 30. He was killed somewhere near the end of the Mosaic economy. He was killed right up there at the front of the New Testament. He was killed right here on our timeline. According to Revelation, it's not about identifying the day, the month, the week, the year, the season. It is slain from the foundation of the world.